Welcome again, 726 playgoers. You are about to witness the second half of our play. Permit me, if you will, to remind you where we were when last you saw us. The Virgin was waiting, that's what they do best, waiting in the house for her captain to claim her. She had refused to drink the potion on religious grounds. Lycus skulks about the city, searching for Philia. Hero is at the baths where he sits and soaks. His mother, played by Anne Lemley, is on the way to the country to visit her mother, 104 years old and not one organ in working condition. The courtesans Miles Gloriosus and his mighty warriors Pseudolus and Hysterium are here. And I, Cynics, await the maid in my neighbor's house, hopefully about to sow my last oat, if memory serves. Let the play continue.
This is Jim Gresham. He is playing the part of Cynics in
The book by Bert Shevlov and Larry Gelbart. You might know Larry Gelbart from MASH, by the way. Music and lyrics by Stephen Sondheim. A funny thing happened on the way to the forum.
That was a very nice introduction.
Just let me know whenever I can say something. I just looked at this book, and it says libretto vocal book. I'm wondering why they gave me a vocal book.
Because you are such a vocalist.
I'm a vocalist.
I'm
going to interrupt you. Dixie Milburn said to me, Jim, not quite so loud. They can hear you in the last musical production I was in. So,
I don't hear you sing very loud, Jim.
And there's a reason for that.
But you are quite the actor. Well, we are playing in this play together as husband and wife, and it's quite a hoot. It's a comedy, a musical comedy.
It's a comedy when you're in it.
And let's tell them a little bit about it, since you've got this thing going on, Jim.
No, I don't know anything about it. It's a play about 2,000 years ago that is centered around three houses. Have you heard this before?
I've heard this before.
The house of Erroneous, the house of Lycus, and the house of Cynics. That's really all I know about it. I'm only in it a very small portion of the time. But I will say there are two things really interesting. Dan, are you getting bored?
No.
You doing okay?
I'm loving
There are
this.
two things that really have been interesting to me in this process, and there are like 15 or 20 teenagers in the production, and they're really fun to be around. And since Ann and I have been doing these theater productions over the course of, I don't want to go into how many decades.
20.
This is the first time, 20. This is the first time we've ever been in a play together. And I have so enjoyed being with Ann. She is a true delight, okay?
That's very kind of you. Now, go back to get away from the house of shame.
Well, let's talk about the play. I mean,
you
guys are working together. First time you've worked across from each other.
Work is not the appropriate
Well, I mean, I would say
whatever,
work, yeah.
Whatever
well,
we're doing.
Well, for the people at home, you want to make them think that it's hard work.
Well, actually, you want everybody out there to think, my goodness, I could do that. It looks so easy. That's what you want. That's what you want.
Yeah.
It's really not easy.
Yeah.
And the actors that have to be on stage with me are on their toes at all times because they know I could go south in a heartbeat.
You don't do plays every year. You pick and choose. I mean, people don't they come and ask you?
Talk about how many times you've done this one.
Actually, they don't let me be in very many plays. They're trying to increase the attendance, and they really don't want me to be in very many of them, okay?
Okay.
This is the third time I've done this play, but it was 20 years ago I did it the last time. The first time I did it, Hero was played by my son. And there was hardly anything more fun
I'm sure.
than to be on stage with him.
I'm sure.
So when does the play open? Is it fairly close? I mean, it's
fairly.
Like this weekend?
Like Friday.
This Friday, okay.
May 3rd.
Okay. So you guys are ready to go. And what was the experience like working with all these young actors?
It was one of the best experiences that I have had.
Do you get tired? I know that you're 20 years older.
I'm a little tired right now. I'd like to wind this up if we could. It's really not not tiresome while you're doing the
Yeah.
production
Right.
because there's the adrenal gland has kicked in
Exactly.
and everything's okay. But when it's all said and done, it's really tired. I am really tired when it's all said and done.
For people that want to go to a funny, entertaining from start to finish, would you recommend this play?
This is
Since it's been done several times.
This is actually one of my favorite plays. It is terribly funny. It's very smart. It's just fun to go to. And speaking of smart,
There's a lot going on in the play, so just I want people to know
For people that
you don't want
don't
to
know
just
anything
focus
about
on
it,
one
yeah,
thing.
okay.
You will see a lot going on.
absolutely,
behind
and
frontline
like
characters.
watching a football game. Don't just watch the ball.
Right.
Look at what's going on stage because
'Cause you'll miss
Ann-
some of the funniest
Ann is
things.
not having lyrics, but she is a hoot to watch in the fact that she is engaged in other folks at all points in time.
yeah.
But the play is smart, and you don't even get going good in the playbill when you read who the characters are. You know what the Latin meaning of cynics is?
What is it?
An old man. That's why I got the part. Domina, mistress, lady of the house. That's the Latin meaning of that.
Okay.
All right. Erroneous, a wanderer. He has to go around Rome
Many
7
times.
times. Tintinnabula, one of the courtesans. The Latin means bell, and she's
Okay.
very noisy, you know. Lycus, who is the seller of the courtesans, means wolf. It's a smart play.
It is smart.
very
That
good.
is very smart.
And you're opening this Friday. Tickets, you can get them online, I would assume.
You can, and you can save $3 per ticket if you get them prior to the opening at the box office. So I
Okay.
recommend doing that.
Thelyric.org, and you can purchase your tickets there and pick your seat and go ahead and print them out.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
And it's what is this? May 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and then the following weekend.
So it's a
weekend,
2-week
which is
run,
the
okay.
10th, 11th, and 12th.
Get your
7.
tickets. Now, good plays get full. So we encourage people to get their tickets early.
And you'll have that second weekend, but if you can't make it this weekend,
Yeah.
but
All right.
you know, hopefully people will chat about it.
Yeah,
and,
well, and
we'll
this
have
has
even
been
more.
said once or twice. You need to maybe go twice because
True.
there's a lot happening.
There is a lot.
There are 25, 30 people on stage at one time, and you cannot take it all in. And there's some really funny things happening. I'm telling you, some
It
really
is.
funny
It is
things
funny.
happening.
I hope you'll come.
Okay.
Bring your
Yeah,
wife.
we're planning to.
Okay.
We
Outstanding.
talked about it. All right. Do you want to take us out? I don't know
You
where
need to take us out?
You
Oh,
go ahead.
please
No,
take
I
us.
don't, I don't know
Please.
how to do
No,
that.
yeah, please do.
I don't. Well, welcome back in just a little while, and we will continue our program on 726. We have some interesting.
read the last person on the list there.
The last person.
Can you see that far? You want to use my
put
glasses?
that larger print for me.
That's
Wanda
what-
Massingale
yeah.
from OHS will
Ozark
be here.
Humane Society.
Ozark Humane Society, and she's brought a wonderful little puppy with her who is entertaining the people out in the green room. And then Eric Stefanski may come by, but we're not certain about that. But stay with us.